So you guys had a game on Saturday. Now you guys have this bye week. What are you guys doing going into this week?
Total focus on Western. The thing that you can't really grasp so much from that game is because it was the option wishbone and stuff, so it's nothing like that can carry over defensively. I think some things can carry over offensively. It was kind of a little strange yesterday from the standpoint of, the defense watched about 10 clips of that game and went on to Western, where the offensive guys, because they're seeing a mixture of 3-4 and 4-3 type of defenses, they can learn something from that game that will carry over.
Pretty much the whole conference has the week off going in. Your just thoughts on that? Everybody kind of has an extra week to get ready for conference wars.
Yeah, I think that's really good. If I had my druthers, I wish we would have played that first bye week. Because I'm not used to 2 byes in 5 weeks. It seems like we have more byes than games. Mm-hmm. But I like the bye week going into this week because it gets you ready for conference play. It's a very physical conference. So I'm excited about that. We have extra time for Western. They present a lot of different motions and shifts and changes offensively that we haven't seen all season. So it's going to be good for us to prepare a little extra longer for that.
I asked you this last night. Just your thoughts after the first 3 games and this weird kind of setup, just where the team sits and how you feel it is as you go into conference play.
I think we sit pretty good, quite frankly. And I know it sounds crazy. People think we're 0-3 and they're going to think I'm crazy. But, when you really take away about 9-10 plays against Northern Arizona, which you can't, you take away 5 plays defensively against Kennesaw, which, is ranked 4th. Well, they were 6th. Now, thanks to us, we gave them their 4th. But, if you really go back and analyze and take those 5 plays out, we played them better than anybody in the country the last year and a half. So there's a lot of positive that we're doing. We have just got to stay focused for 60 minutes, and every snap they got to be in the right here, right now, in that moment of play, and not have this guy break down or that guy break down. So I think we're in a good position. I think our morale is okay from the standpoint of yesterday's are always tough after a loss. But we're going to get back on the horse, and we're going to preach our fundamentals, and we keep doing what we're doing. We're going to keep chipping away, and heck, we're 5 minutes away from something great happening.
We were anxious about what the offensive line would provide us so far this year. Peyton was only sacked once on Saturday, perfect in the red zone or green zone, however you'd like to put it for that offense. What have you seen from that offensive line this year so far?
Improvement. Going in, we knew who they were and what they're doing. I think they're very athletic, and I think they got some really good skill. And what we have to do every single day now is get better as a team. But to answer your question specifically for the offensive line, they have so much growth to go and give, and they're doing that, which Kramer's doing a great job with them, and they're going to keep getting better and better and better. And up front right now, I don't want to jinx myself. We're healthy. Last year we finished with 1 offensive lineman. So I think they're getting better, and I think the offense is doing a great job of scheming, getting the ball out quicker, moving the pocket to help them out a little advantageously. Now what we have to do is get the run game going, and then it's going to take off for us.
The guys, with the bye week, the coaches all kind of scout around the state and kind of look at high school kids and make your presence known to high schools around Missouri to let them know, you guys are looking at some of their players?
Absolutely. What we really did, so I can be candid with you, since we have 2 byes this year, the first bye, the entire staff was in the state of Missouri, period. And I was in Southwest Missouri, obviously, because that's a priority. Now, we're actually going to meet tomorrow about where everybody's going, because the coordinators and myself will be here Thursday through walkthroughs. The rest of the staff will leave Wednesday after practice, and they'll be back in high schools on Thursday and Friday. But now, at some point, a couple of our Oklahoma recruiters will get into Oklahoma. Now that we've covered the whole state. Now, 1 coach left the state our first bye week because the state of Missouri is very critical to us.
Time of possession, you guys owned it this last game. Just what you were able to see from that offense continue to click and move it down the field.
Our offense is doing really good doing the time possession, not just this game, but last game. And if you would have told me that, they averaged almost 34, 35 minutes of time possession, and we flipped that on them. Now, part of that, true, was they scored 3 touchdowns in 1 play drive, 1 drive. But the but part of that is our offense did a good job of managing it. We shot ourselves in the foot on I would be wrong and remiss to say this, where I want to say we only had 2 3-and-outs. So we were having sustainable drives, and then a penalty got us, or we didn't make a third down conversion. But the offense did a really good job of moving the ball and sustaining the clock, which was really good.
Zach Sanders is listed on the roster as number 1. He's worn 38 the last 2 games. Is there a reason for that?
Yes,
What is it?
there's a reason for that.
Okay.